This is not a drill. This is not a drill. You guys, it's fucking happening. We predicted this on my channel. I made a skit about this more than a year ago. People thought it was serious, and now people that see it nowadays are definitely gonna think it's serious. I'm gonna get canceled. Anyway, Space Force has their first 4 enlisted space shuttlemen, space aliens, Pogues. At MEPS in Baltimore, Maryland, these 4 enlisted space creatures are being sworn in by a general, which normally doesn't happen. That's not a typical occurrence in your, in your ceremony at MEPS. You don't get sworn in by a flag officer. The Vice Chief of Space Operations, General David Thompson, swears in the first 4 enlisted recruits to Space Force at Military Entrance Processing Station, Baltimore, Maryland. Am I dyslexic? Holy shit, I think I'm dyslexic. So what happens now? Essentially, they're still gonna go through Air Force boot camp. I don't think the curriculum is gonna be changed at all, because honestly, what would they teach them? I don't think these are gonna be the people that are inside shuttles anyway. If you can get to space without a minimum of a bachelor's degree, I feel like we'd be filling up spaceman quotas like crazy. If they need a medic in space, and I'm not talking about a real doctor, someone with a medical degree, no, that's way above my pay grade. If you need someone to hand out Motrin and tell you you have an STD, I'm your man. I'll go to space right now, dog. Oh, never mind. It does say we will add a space-specific curriculum to tailor it to the new service's needs. The Space Force hopes that it stated the Space Force is trying to grow to 2,000 something odd members, which means you watching this might actually have a chance of getting in. You can quite literally make history. These average Joes, whether they know it now or not, literally are gonna go down in history. Their names may or may not be remembered, but I'm sure it can be Googled somewhere. A recruit actually asked one of the high-ranking officials, what's the difference between Space Force and Air Force if we're kind of going through the same thing that the Air Force already had? If you guys are not aware, the Air Force was already doing a little space program thing, and they just detached it. And I quote, "The things that we're doing every day so far, we've been doing for a long time. So we know how to do this. It's establishing that vision for the future and pursuing that we are working on, and that where you would think I failed my ASVAB, that we're working on. And that's where you all are gonna help us. Pretty much the same, but cooler." And I would picture at that point, he chucks his cigar into like one of their eyeballs. And they go, "Ah, fuck! My job was to see, sir." And he goes, "Ew." Honestly, I know there's gonna be tons and tons of jokes from other military branches because we already joke on the Air Force. I imagine it's gonna be like, at first, the redheaded stepchild of the military branches. They're gonna be like, Space Force. But genuinely, how cool is that? No other country has a Space Force, you know? You get to tell your kids you're part of something monumental, and even if it doesn't work out, which I'm sure it's gonna work out, because we've been doing it, it's kind of like we're changing up a uniform, you probably just get remerged into the Air Force. And what kid doesn't dream about going to space? I mean, these enlisted people are definitely not going to space. Like I said, you probably need a minimum of like a PhD in some sort of science. Could you imagine just taking up a regular Joe Schmo up there who, like, I don't know, works on an Osprey, like a Marine Osprey crewmate, and they're like, all right, I can fix up this one bird. And they're like, all right, we have like the intergalactic space station. Also, you need to be a doctor, a farmer. Start listing off all the RuneScape skills in old school, like mage, range, strength, prayer. I just can't wait for people to start stealing valor. If I see you in a spaceman costume on Halloween, I'm going to break your jaw. You know what my grandpa did to earn his spacesuit? Well, he didn't have a degree, so he didn't actually go to space. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video and you're hyped for this as I am. Just wanted to drop this on you. This is fresh news. I mean, straight off the printer, not even 24 hours from when this is uploaded. And hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.